Hey guys, it's about beer 30. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. I guess everybody noticing the trim now. Guys, this is the first beer review that I've done since I've had my operation. I had a bunch of them queued up before I went in and had the knee surgery done. And this is the first one that I've done, and been in a lot of pain over the last, it's been 9 days today since I had the surgery, and I'm still having a lot of pain. Probably one of the most difficult things that I've had to go through. And with that being said, it sucks getting old. That's all I can tell you. So let's get on with this beer. This is Real Ale Brewing Oktoberfest, and that's a Mars, and it's a lager basically, guys. And Real Ale, the brewery is out of Blanco, Texas. This was sent to me by Brandon C. down in Texas. So, Brandon, thanks again, my friend, for sending this to me. Real Ale makes some, and he sent me quite a few of the Real Ale beers, and they usually pretty damn tasty. So they got some good stuff going on down there. So I don't know how far out of Blanco, Texas that they distribute it. So if you can get Real Ale beers in your area, give them a try. That's all I can say. I've not been disappointed so far with what I've gotten from them. So, all right, let's get on with this one, guys. This is a 5.7%er, which is a little bit bigger than most of them are around 5%. And it says best before January 30th, 2017. I was looking for the ABV on the bottle, and that may be under the tape here. And it's pulling the label off, so I'm not going to be able to tell you because the tape is so sticky it's pulling the label off. No, I don't have any idea. Unless it was there where it pulled it off, I don't have any idea. So we'll have to go. This is an unfiltered beer, according to what's got on the front label here. Unfiltered, unpasteurized. 5.7 it's got here on Rate Beer, 25 IBUs. Commercial description, our Oktoberfest beer, brewed with the highest quality German malts, hops, and yeast using traditional Bavarian brewing methods. The Munich and Vienna malts are the real stars of the smooth, copper-colored, medium-bodied brew. Well-balanced and satisfying, our first lager is the perfect complement to your fall festivities. Prost. So, don't think there's anything else we need to talk about. That's all I see here on this. So we'll get directly over into the food pairings. For this, it says cuisine is German, and a glassware, a pint becker, and a tumbler mug, stein, Fidel. I decided to get my lager glass out here today, guys, and not recommended for extended cellaring. Don't know when this was actually bottled because these guys are using a best before date in January 30th, and today is the 20th. I'm not exactly sure. Now that I haven't been working, the dates kind of get away from me. Let's stand it up here on the back end so if we can generate a little bit of head. Not a whole lot of head on that. Man, that's what she said. Alright. Good looking beer. It is a nice copper colored. These plants are going crazy. I mean, they're gone wild in here, like sitting in the jungle. Good looking beer, a lot of bubbles streaming up, but it didn't pour very, and I didn't pour it very aggressive, so it may be my fault. Let's get a nose on it. For an unfiltered, unpasteurized beer, it's fairly clear. So, I'm getting a nice toasty malt smell. Just slight hint of some grassy graininess in there, but it's a lager, and usually you're going to get that. Got that typical Oktoberfest Marzen aroma. A hint of just a little bit of spiciness in there. A little bit of bready malt, crackery malt. Smells pretty good. Should be a fairly easy drinking beer. Like I said, most of them are around 5%. This one's a little bit bigger at 5.7%. Let me confirm to see what, yeah. Beer Advocate and both rate beer have it at 5.7%. And before we get our lips to it, we'll take one other check. Yep, Untapped has it at 5.7% also. So it's unanimous. It's 5.7% as far as I'm concerned. Let's get a taste of this and see what we got. We're in October and we're having an Oktoberfest. Imagine that. Thanks, Brandon. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Brandon. Very nice. Very easy drinking, guys. I mean, it's with some breadiness in there, crackery malt, very seasonal Oktoberfest type beer. Not a lot you can say about these beers. The Marzens and the Oktoberfest beers pretty much all taste very similar. I mean, they don't have a lot of outstanding characteristics one way or the other. Hints of some toffee in there, caramel. Very easy drinking. Not getting any of the 5% alcohol, guys. So, but it's right out of the fridge. So let me sip on it for a little bit and let her have a sip 2 or 3, and we'll come back and see where we end up with it. Alright, guys, I'm back. Nice beer. Very nice beer. Not outstanding, not world class in my opinion. Very nice beer. I call these kind of beers because of how many different styles and of beers, and being a hophead and a imperial stout, bourbon barrel stout lover. These beers just don't have enough taste for this guy. If you wanted to come in and drink 1 or 2 of these and go back outside and continue working in the yard, raking leaves, cutting the grass, shoveling snow, depending on what area of the country you're in, they're great for that. I mean, they shouldn't be such high ABV. They're going to knock you down or make you drunk or anything. But the taste just doesn't have, it's just so, a great transition of beer. I mean, if you're into the macros, you're drinking Bud, Miller, Coors, or any version of any of those three, this is going to be a better beer. This is going to have a little more taste. It's not going to have that corn, rice, adjunct thing going on. So, great transitional beer. And for you guys that are lager lovers, that love this time of the year when all these Oktoberfest beers come out, it's a decent beer. I don't think it's to the A category, even though it's well made. You may, oh, you're crazy today, beer. I'm not going to argue with that. But to me, and I try to be as honest as I can, it is a great tasting beer. No off flavors, nice caramel toffee, bready crackery malt, nice and sweet on the back end, very easy drinking. I want to say sessionable, but 5.7%. It's a little bit bigger than what your typical lagers are at, or Marzens. Oktoberfest beers at like 4.7 to 5%, somewhere in that area. 5.7, it's almost 6%. So if you don't drink a lot of beers, 2 of these may give you a slight buzz. But it is enjoyable, though. I do appreciate Brandon sending it to me. Let me give it a try. I am impressed with what Real Ale Brewing does. And this is no exception. It is a very tasty beer. So with that being said, let's do the final chug on this one. Very nice. Very nice. Guys, to me, this is a middle B beer, and that's what I'm going to give it. I'm going to give this a 6, which is right down the middle of the B's. Numeric grading on this, guys, would be right down the middle, 85. Right in the middle of the B category in my grading scale. So, very nice. Very enjoyable. Very appropriate for this time of year. So, let's go over to Beer Advocate. They say 82 in the good range. My numbers are a little better than that, a couple of digits above that. I give it an 85, they're giving it an 82. Over to Rate Beer, they're giving it a 76 overall, but 97 in the style. So we got a 76, 82, and an 85. And for our final check-in, we'll go to Untapped, and they have it at 3.57, which is a B, not quite to the B plus category. And I read those grades, and I take them with a grain of salt, because of people like me that do beer reviews and post reviews on these sites, unless it blows their hair back or their socks off or takes them in the back room and do dirty deeds, they're not impressed. So I try to be as honest as I can. This is a very enjoyable beer, very nice, a very tasty Oktoberfest. So I enjoyed it. So if you've had this one from Real Ale Brewing, their Oktoberfest, let me know what you think, guys, and come on back tomorrow. Let's take something out of the fridge. See you back then.